So today I wanted to make a video after I was talking about Cerera in my latest one. And as well on some of my community posts, I saw the comment of people saying, I like having a niche support who's only best in slot for a couple DPSs or only one, right? They're like, yes, finally, we don't get a general support who's best in slot for a lot of characters. And I am confused. I am lost. Why do people have this opinion, right? Because we've already had histories of niche supports before, right? Like only best in slot for a couple DPSs, such as Topaz, such as Black Swan, and such as Zhao Q. And all three of these characters have aged like absolute shit. So why are people happier about getting niche supports if there's no actual return on that niche support in the slightest, right? Like, you can just use Robin with Heislands and Kafka, and it probably performs the same, if not better, than with Black Swan, right? Yet Robin still has value for a bajillion other teams in this game, and Black Swan doesn't. Zhao Q is fucking trash now. He has competition with Silverwolf, Cypher, and Heislands. Like, are we serious right now? And Topaz, in some situations, literally just loses to the 4-stars, March and Moze. Like, are we serious right now? Like, someone who thinks like this, please try to help me understand why someone would want a niche support that doesn't give you that niche return investment at all. Like, Cerera is literally 2% better than Robin for Anaxa and like less than 15% total for Phenon. Like, are we serious right now? I'm genuinely confused. I'm lost trying to understand this line of thinking. Because if you look at Branyas, Sparkles, Ruan Maze, right? These are characters who have technically been power crept, right, by newer harmonies. Yet they still have amazing value and still see a lot of use in a lot of teams because of how generally strong they are, being able to be used in so many DPS's teams. Why do you want niche supports that get power crept just as fast because of the support power creep in this game, but then lose all their value because they lost the one niche they were good in, right? We have Cyrene in literally 2 patches after Cerera. In what world do you guys think Cyrene isn't going to at least be Tribby and Robin level? In all likelihood, she will be stronger than the both of them. However, what makes you think she won't at least be on the same level, right? The first team AoE remembrance support that we're getting in this game. And if you look at last patch supports for the planets, we have Ruan May in 1.6 and we have Sunday in 2.7. And we're getting another support being Cyrene in 3.7. People are off their rockers if they think Cerera being niche is a good thing. Like, I cannot believe I am seeing this take and people actually believe this. Like, they are going to get power crept just as fast and then instantly lose all value that they had. Because you can just run the general harmonies, get way more value for a multitude of teams, and still get the same, if not better, performance in that so-called character's niche, right? And even if you make the argument, oh, right, I like these niche characters because I don't feel the FOMO for the general ones, I just slot them in there and it's a one and done, right? It's a nice performance increase. If you only care about one specific DPS comp, right, or 2 DPSs that can benefit from Cerera, why would you not just go for Eidolon investment? Like, Can we all be like a little real here? Honkai Star Rail Eidolon investment is insanely disgusting. Even Anoxa, who has the worst Eidolons for DPS in the Amphorius lineup, gets like a 70% increase in overall performance going from E0 to E2, right? So why in the world would you not just go for specific Eidolon investment on the DPS and get a way bigger return for the investment? And why would you rather go for a support who will give you worse return on investment and then age fucking... like, this doesn't make any sense to me. I am genuinely lost, right? And I'm using Anoxa as like a worst case scenario here. Phanon from E0 to E2 gets a 100% plus increase in his own performance at a baseline in MOC. In full AoE, his weakest mode, Pure Fiction, this goes up to like 150 to 160% based off of calculations. In what world would you go for Cerera when she gives you like a 13% overall increase in performance, when you can get like a 150% increase performance for nearly the same amount of cost if you just go into Phanon's Eidolons, right? Because you need to keep in mind, oh, I want niche supports. Well, they'll only be niche for like 1, 2, max 3 DPSs, right? And you're probably only going to have one of these DPSs and only utilize them. So the Eidolon investment route for the DPS is just way, way more valuable than putting the same amount of pulls into Cerera for your DPS to be like 20 or 30% stronger, right? Like, these aren't tribbies. If it was a Tribby E1, maybe. If it was a Robin E1, maybe. But like, no. No. Like, in no world should anyone actually be advocating for wanting niche supports in this game and for it to become the standard. Because every niche support that we've had has aged like shit. Unless they're a Harmony targeted towards a niche, they have aged like shit. But Cerera, even though she is a Harmony targeted towards a niche, only 2 DPSs have her as a best in slot. 2 in the entire game. And the one with the biggest increase in performance being Phanon, it's like 13%, 14%. Like, fuck me, man. There's no way people actually want niche supports in Honkai Star Rail. You're just actively wanting to lose value on your characters with 0 return on investment in the slightest. It makes no sense to me, right? If someone of this line of thinking can explain the reason why they think this, please go down into my comments, because I just don't see any world where making constant niche supports is better than making constant general ones that will continue to hold value for so many future teams for years to come. Once again, just look at Bronya. We are over 2 years into the game and she is still getting so much use for those who don't own Sunday or for the min-maxers who like playing sustainless, right? Truly a gem and a 1.0 character. Same applies to Ruan Mei, Tribby, Sunday, even Sparkle. Sparkle, who has the worst value as a Harmony currently because of how general her buffing is and how general SP generation is, she can still be used for so many teams and still help you out a lot, add a lot of account value, right? But this simply does not apply to Cerera. She's only best in slot for literally 2 characters, not for Archer, right? And then every other skill DPS needs to take like 4 or 5 turns before they're able to activate 1 extra skill from Cerera. That's garbage. That is straight up garbage. Love you all. Let me know what you guys think. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Peace out.